Hello and welcome to the second part of our tutorial where we will be making a maze out of a table in word processing. So, first in our making of this table, we're going to want to get the eraser. In order to make the path, you're going to have to erase, well, as many lines as you need. So we're going to start by erasing that one. Make a simple path. Straight over here, down this way. You can highlight them also. And then we're gonna turn this way, drop down here. Oops. Sometimes this eraser can be frustrating because it will erase more than you actually want to. But if you just play around with it for a little while, usually it works properly. See, like I erased this right here, and it was still there. So now that we have our basic path drawn, we're going to want to make it so it looks more like a maze. So we're going to make paths that can be complicated and difficult to follow. Oops. And then we're going to make it look more and more like a maze. So you could have lines just going haphazardly. It doesn't really matter. You just pick where you want your lines. Oops. See what I mean when I talk about the lines? So to fix that, you can just draw the line, and then you have to go to eraser and go back and erase certain parts. This is what I mean by it can get pretty frustrated. You can get pretty mad with this program. Sometimes you might have to undo certain things. Oops, sorry. Might have to undo certain things, but it's just a process of time. The difficulty in it is not that much. Sometimes you just have to improvise and make different lines that you would have preferred to, but it's gotta happen. So later on we're going to add pictures to our maze, almost as if it's a kid's maze, and about anything else you can imagine you can put inside the maze. It's quite an easy project, but it does require a little bit of thought. Now we finished that side, so now we're going to clean off this side. And we're going to clear out this area so we can put a picture. Let me just get a picture. So I like grapes, so I'm going to paste a picture of grapes. Now we're going to have to shrink this so that it goes back to the normal sizes that it was at. You may have to shrink it a lot, but the end result is better than expected usually. So we can take the eraser and erase more paths. Oops. We could take the draw table, and now we're going to cut off this unit so that we can erase the paths. Oops. There we go. Now we have this path done. Make it down the path. And now we can... Now I'm just going to finish off the paths here so that we can make... Let's just finish off these paths. Make them as random as possible. Oops. Okay, so now we have the maze done. We can go to Insert, and we can get a text box. And now we're going to take just a simple text box. Type in Start. Shrink it down so it's the size of it. And grab it and put it up here at the beginning. Oh, still too small. Now we're gonna come to the end, and obviously we're gonna add another one that says end. And if you want, you can make it a little creative. You could say